In this video, we will look at transport in xylem. Xylem carry water and mineral ion in unidirectional flow from the bottom of the plant, which is the root area, to the top part of the plant. First, we will look at movement of mineral ion. Mineral ion from the soil will enter the root hair, either by passive or active transport, depending on the concentration of mineral ions in the soil. If the concentration of ion in the soil is higher compared to the root hair, mineral ion will enter the root hair by passive transport. But if the concentration of ions in the soil is lower than in the root hair, ion will enter the root hair by active transport because the movement is against the concentration gradient. Consequently, due to the movement of mineral ion into the root hair, water potential in the soil will increase and water potential in the root hair will decrease because of accumulation of solute or ion inside the root hair. Water will enter the root hair by osmosis from high water potential to low water potential. Once in the root hair, water and mineral ion will move from the root hair to epidermis, cortex, endodermis, and then to stele, where xylem is located. The movement of water and mineral ion are by three pathways, which are apoplast, symplast, and transmembrane pathway. In apoplast pathway, water and mineral ion move through cell wall and intermembrane space. In symplast pathway, water and mineral ion move through the cytoplasm and plasmodesmata. While for transmembrane pathway, the movement are through combination of both apoplast and symplast pathway. At the endodermis, Casparian strip can be found at the cell wall of endodermis. Casparian strip are made up of suberin and has waterproof properties, which means that the water movement of apoplast pathway are blocked at the endodermis. So, water will move by symplast pathway at the endodermis into the xylem. So now water and ion has already reached the xylem. The function of Casparian strip is to ensure that dissolved ion move through selectively permeable membrane, where only selected ion can enter the xylem. It also prevents solute in the stele to leak back into the soil. Next, we will look at the movement of water in the xylem up the stem. There are three mechanisms for the movement of water from xylem upwards, which are root pressure, transpiration pull, and cohesion tension hypothesis. In root pressure, the movement of mineral ions into the xylem causes the water potential in the xylem to decrease. So, water from symplast pathway will enter the xylem. The movement of water molecules into the xylem create hydrostatic pressure in the xylem that push water upwards. But root pressure can only push water up a few meters and is not sufficient for water to reach the top of the tree. For water to reach the top of the tree, water molecules will move by the other two mechanisms, which are transpiration pull and cohesion tension hypothesis. During transpiration, water is lost through the stoma at the leaf. This causes the water potential of the leaf cell to decrease. So, water from the xylem will move to the leaf cell by osmosis to replace the water loss. The movement of water from the xylem of the stem to the leaf cell to replace the water loss is known as transpiration pull because the water is pulled or moved up due to transpiration. Remember, water always moves from high water potential to low water potential by osmosis, and the top part of the plant or the leaf area will have low water potential because water is lost by transpiration. So, water will move upwards in the xylem. The next mechanism is cohesion tension hypothesis. Water are cohesive, which means that water are bonded to each other by hydrogen bonding. Water molecules are also adhesive, which means that water are bonded to other surfaces, in this case the xylem wall, by hydrogen bonding. Both cohesion and adhesion will create water column or water chain in the xylem vessel. As water is lost due to transpiration through the stoma, the water chain is pulled to replace the water molecule that is lost. This is known as transpiration stream because the water chain moves up or is pulled up due to transpiration. The pull of water molecule by transpiration will create tension within the vessel. To withstand the tension, xylem wall contain lignin so that it is structurally strong. Okay, so that is transport in xylem.